So we're trying something different now that I got a better windscreen in place. Let's see what happens when I take the cover tape off of the mic. It's an unpowered Sony stereo lavalier mic, clip mic thing. And the camera is having issues trying to maintain levels when it can't hear everything. So I'm trying to pull the electrical tape off the top that I had on there to try and dampen things down. We'll see if it makes a difference in its ability to level properly. So as I'm zooming about on my daily rounds, I have to wonder, how do other vloggers actually determine what is useful to put in their video? I'm assuming they record nearly every day, and there's a vast amount of footage that just doesn't get used because it's boring. There's just nothing going on, or nothing to say. But if you do that daily, you accumulate a ton of footage if you can't actually edit every day. So for you other vloggers out there, how do you do it? How do you keep up with the flood of footage? How do you know when you do get to finally sit down and edit some of the stuff that you've accumulated? How do you know what's good, what's not? Do you actually go back through and just kind of skip and chop through the videos to find the interesting bits and then bring them over? I mean, how does that work? Do you have a system that you go by to determine what's good, what's not? I'm considering, since I got the phone here, trying to write an app that will do time markers for me. You know, so when I have something to say that I want to keep, or I see something that I feel is worthy of putting in a video, you know, just tap a button on the phone and it creates a time marker for me. I figure that way I've got a list when I do sit down finally. I got a list of markers that tell me, you know, specific points of interest, something to ferret out in the videos. The way that I'm envisioning it, I can track specific points where I have something to say, come on man, that I want to include in the video, or specific events that I think are cool. Maybe somebody driving like an idiot, or something interesting, maybe some landmark that might be kind of cool to show off. You know, and I tap that specific button and it creates a list. And then when I import the videos, I have them named by the date and time that they started, and I can set up a time code on the video as I'm editing that starts from the point that the video itself, the time and date that the video actually started. That way it's easy to reference where that point is. As I'm looking through this list, I can jump to that point in the clips, find that bit and include it. But before I go through all the effort of trying to learn how to create an Android app for just that thing, because there are very few that actually do it the way I want it to. And there's a couple that actually do it, like GPS points of interest markers and stuff. They're functional, but the one that I found that does this the best, its interface is kind of junky. It's just a screen full of big square buttons, and you can assign one or you can not assign one, but they all function. It's hard to explain, but I don't want a screen full of buttons. I only need 3 or 4, but I'd like them to be programmable. So maybe I need 2 now, but I discover I have a need for 3 or 4 later on. I can just easily create those in the app. Anyway, yes, there are apps out there that do it, but I think I'd like to try and do it a different way, do it a little bit better. But I don't know a darn thing about coding Android apps. So back to my original point. Before I go through all the effort to try and learn that junk, figure out how to make this work. What are you doing, Utah? Before I go to all the other effort to make that work, I'd like to get a feel for how others do it. What's your system? You are in the passing lane in non-express. You cannot just sit there and, yeah, never mind. So yeah, what's your system? If you're a vlogger, or if you used to vlog, do you only record when you see something interesting? Or do you just record, you know, as soon as you hit the bike, turn the camera on, and then go and snip it out later in post? How do you do it? I want to know. I need to know, please. Mandalay Bay, my target for today. Left something kind of important there. I gotta go get it. I'm hoping like hell it's actually there. Boom! Wait, I get a lane onto myself? Oh, this is awesome. I gotta do this on the weekends more often. I think I'm gonna circle around back at the facility. See if I can actually get parking up front. Just real quick park. I don't want to have to walk across the entire damn facility to get where I need to be. There used to be a lot in front of the convention center here, but they're tearing it up. They shut it all down because apparently they're going to extend the convention center out the full distance of the lot, right out to the strip. That's going to give them some mad square footage, but it really causes some inconvenience with parking. That means there's no longer a division between the convention center, the hotel, and the casino. Currently, the way they've got it set up, everybody has to park in one place. Everybody goes to the garage. And that means everybody has to walk from the garage through the main concourse and then branch off to the casino or continue on through to the convention center. And it's going to make for some mad, stupid traffic jams with people. It's annoying. So that's parking for the whole facility, which I guess is enough, but I need that surface lot back because there are times when I need to go right to the convention center and I can't actually park out by it. I have to walk through the whole place. It's very, very annoying. And driving should be a precision thing. I really hate it, especially with these taxi drivers. They just drift between the lanes, no blinkers, no notification whatsoever. They just go. Since it's the weekend, maybe I can get away with this. Any other time I wouldn't expect to. Okay, you just zoom right through. My job is done here. Time to flee and do something that cars can't. Again. Oh. Can't wait to get rid of you. Come on, you gotta be f***ing kidding me. Why do you have an issue? Okay, that was bad. She died and would not start. Gotta get a voltmeter on this puppy right after I get a charger on her. This is not cool. These high-end cars and nobody's driving them like they even have a brain cell that you play with. You know what?